Mr. Covington, you have agreed to appear before this federal grand jury voluntarily, correct?
Yes.
And you are aware, Mr. Covington, that we are investigating the circumstances of the death of your wife, Cynthia, in Yellowstone National Park, correct?
Yes.
Whose idea was it to take this trip to Yellowstone?
Cynthia's.
And do you recall how or when she raised the idea?
She sent me an email about it. I don't know the exact date.
I want to direct your attention to this email, which I will mark as Exhibit 1. Honey, why don't we go to Yellowstone for our anniversary? I've always wanted to see it. Can we do it? Cynthia. Is this the email that you are referring to?
Yes.
Now, you and Cynthia regularly corresponded by email, is that correct?
Yes.
Even for regular day-to-day activities?
Yes.
So, for example, I heard the doorbell downstairs. If there's a package for me, please leave it outside my bedroom door. Arthur. You wrote that.
Yes.
So in your mind, there's nothing unusual about the email Cynthia sent to you proposing the trip to Yellowstone?
Well, it is written in Comic Sans, but that was Cynthia's favorite font.
In fact, Mr. Covington, the email Cynthia allegedly sent you proposing the Yellowstone trip is highly unusual, is it not? Because that email is the only email of the 1,162 emails sent from Cynthia's account to you in which she signed her name.
I don't see any significance in that.
You signed your name to every email you wrote to Cynthia, right?
Yes.
And she never signed her name to any email she wrote to you except for the one email in which she proposed taking the trip on which she was killed. I think the significance of that is that you wrote that email.
That's not true.
No? We checked Cynthia's cell tower records, and she was nowhere near her home computer when this email was sent, but you were. Isn't it true, Mr. Covington, that you planned to murder your wife in a place where you knew you could never be prosecuted?
No.
That you knew the only way you could be prosecuted for the crime was if there was evidence you planned the crime from somewhere else?
No.
That in order to remove any doubt that you did not plan this trip to Yellowstone in order to murder your wife, you logged onto her computer and emailed the suggestion to yourself. But you made a mistake, didn't you? You signed her name. You forgot. Or maybe you never even realized that normal people who write normal emails to their loved ones don't sign their name.